10mm is a niche cartridge. Kind of. But at least it's a cartridge with a lot of firepower. It makes sense to get a PCC chambered for it, and even more so if you get it a pistol as a companion in the same caliber. With the carbine, you get a more stable platform and a better performance thanks to the longer barrel. In the pistol, you get a backup and something for close quarter work. If this or something like that is your train of thought, then these PCCs chambered in 10mm are a good way to go. Number 5. Theion Defense PCC 10mm. Theion offers a 10mm PCC that is super intuitive to use as it follows the pattern of the AR-15. You get the magazine release and the safety exactly there where they should be. Also, this gun is very reliable. However, there are also differences compared with the AR-15. For example, it does come with a side charging handle. On the inside, the feed ramp is bolted right into the lower receiver to make sure that there are no feeding issues. It comes with a 16.5-inch barrel and a lot of space for accessories thanks to its full-length Picatinny rail. As a nice extra, it is compatible with Glock magazines. The MSRP of $11,199 makes it a little bit pricier, but it's worth it. Number 4. CMMG Banshee Mark 10. With an MSRP north of $1,700, the CMMG Banshee Mark 10 is definitely on the fancy side of the market, but it's worth the money. It delivers a performance that can only be called superlative. It is very compact and lightweight, so you can easily carry it around the whole day. From all guns on this list, it has the lowest recoil, and you can always get it in different calibers, making it even softer to shoot. The trigger is absolutely smooth and crisp, and you get competition-grade accuracy out of this gun. As an extra, it comes with a capacity of 30 rounds. This brings us to the downsides. Not only is it quite expensive, it's also rather difficult to find. The Banshee is in high demand, so that it's sold out almost as fast as it hits the shops. The CMMG line is all in all a collection of great rifles, pistols, models, and calibers. It is worth checking it and to get at least one of them. Just for the Banshee, you get to choose between 9mm, 10mm, 45 ACP, and even 5.7 by 28mm. The gun also has a ton of features, making it just right for almost any occasion. The action runs with a radial delayed operation system. This reduces the recoil to a level where it's almost not felt at all anymore. It weighs only 5 pounds, is built in the style of the good old AR. This means you do not only look good, but you get familiar controls and ergonomics. As an extra, it feeds from Glock magazines. Number 3. Hi-Point 1095 TS. The Hi-Point 1095 TS is a very reliable PCC and offers a great value for a small price. The MSRP starts at $427.99. For that, you get a skeletonized stock and Picatinny rails so that you can tweak it to your liking. It is available in different calibers and it's very accurate. The weight is 7 pounds, what is not necessarily really light, but also not that heavy. The barrel has a length of 17.5 inches and is threaded, so you can use a suppressor if you want. Now, what about the downsides? Well, some say it looks great and futuristics. Others say it looks very ugly. The ugly faction is way more numerous, but in the end, all that counts is your opinion. Besides, going to the range is about hitting the target and not a beauty contest. Hi-Point is known for making affordable firearms. Also, this specific one is rated plus P ammo. This means you can use something with a little more punch that is also profit more from the longer barrel. It runs with a blowback action and features an internal recoil buffer that helps with control and it keeps the gun reliable. For convenience when shooting, it also sports a raised rubber cheek piece. The iron sights are fully adjustable, and the rifle has a bolt hold open when the last round is fired. For the caliber, besides 10mm, you get to choose between 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, and there is even one chambered in 380 ACP. While it seems ambitious to use 380 ACP for a carbine, it is an option that you have. Normally, the gun gets bashed for its looks, but that should not keep you from seeing its qualities that are on the shooting side, not on the aesthetics. Number 2. TNW Aero Survival Rifle. The TNW Aero Survival Rifle has a lot going for it. That starts with the fact that the gun itself is very versatile. You can use it for what stands in its name, well, as a survival rifle. You can also use it for hunting, home defense, and so on. You can even go so far as to buy the multi-caliber set, which allows you to swap it between the different chamberings. The gun accepts Glock mags, and many own in great numbers. Its direct blowback action is super simple, and its capacity is 15 plus 1 rounds right out of the box. However, there are also downsides. The older models are quite picky when it comes to which ammo you can use. Apart from that, the rails make it not necessarily the most comfortable gun to hold. From the look, this is something to get used to. While some might like it following the idea that simple is beautiful, while others might look of other guns when they want a cool look. In the end, we do not buy guns just for the look, but for what they can do for us. In the case of the Arrow Survival Rifle, in 10mm, it is quite powerful. It has an AR collapsible stock, and you can take it apart to easily store it in your backpack. Very good is that it's also very lightweight with only 5.5 pounds, so that carrying it around all day is not much of a challenge. Thanks to the quick change barrel, you can shoot it in 22 LR, 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, and 357 SIG. Besides 10mm, if you buy one, try it with different ammo until you find the one which does not produce any feeding issues. That might look like a lot to ask, but keep in mind that this PCC is quite reasonably priced compared to the other carbines on the market. Number 1. Kriss Vector G2 CRB. The Kriss Vector G2 CRB comes with a very high quality, high level of engineering. The design is made to mitigate recoil, so it's very pleasant when you shoot 10mm. Also, it allows for superb control as well as great accuracy. The gun is very, very reliable, and it's also ambidextrous. The stock can be adjusted in 6 positions. Now, you guessed it. So much good must come with something bad. And you're right. This gun is expensive. For quality and good engineering is a price to be paid. The MSRP stands north of $1,500. Also, it is heavy with a weight of 8 pounds. On the other hand, this is a space gun down to its looks. As if aesthetics are important to you, here's your pick. The Kriss Vector CRB is, as a design, one of the most advanced PCCs out there. The bore axis is kept very low, and the recoil mitigating system is not only unique, but also quite effective. The energy that normally creates muzzle fire is redirected, so that fast follow-up shots are no problem at all. The safety is intuitive to use and also ambidextrous. Also, a feature many will like, it is compatible with Glock magazines. You can easily find not only an aftermarket magazine, but also one with a high capacity. For the fast follow-up shots, that's definitely what you need. Some shooters of smaller stature might find it too heavy, but for regular shooters, that's just a super comfortable gun. Besides, you can also find it in 9mm if you're looking for a PCC in a more common caliber. There you have it, guys. Some 10mm carbines worth looking at. Now, if you are thinking about buying one, with the picks on our list, you cannot go wrong. Now, if you already own one of them, hey, let us know in the comments and tell us about your experience with it.